Hello, happy Sunday. Please drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm trying out my directional mic today. And so, because Sugar Bear is watching TV, and this way you just hear me. Drop a 1, drop a 1. There's 2 people watching right now. Hey, Zoe, thank you for dropping the 1. I appreciate you. How are you? Where are you coming in from? Let me pull this closer so I don't lean over. Lord knows. My posture needs all the support it can get. Bless you. I am getting ready to start cleaning. I'm waiting. Thank you, Kia. I'm waiting on a Amazon grocery delivery. Although I just made coffee and I realized I did not put monk fruit on there. I had it on my list. Hey, Joe. Is it Joe Nikia? Nikia? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, ladies. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? What are you sipping on? I got coffee. I'm coming in from Manhattan, Harlem specifically. Waiting on grocery deliveries and just I wanted to connect with you guys. Hey Uja, thank you. Or Uju, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you guys can hear me fine. That's awesome. I'm going to run the intro and then yeah, if you don't mind letting me know where you are. Are you in the US, what state you're in, what are you sipping on? I would love to know. And is it raining? It's finally stopped raining here in New York, so I'm excited about that. All right, let me play the opening and I'll be back with you on the other side. What's up, fertility babe? Let's get these babies, ladies. To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you. Our fun little intro. I haven't played that in a while because I was doing double broadcasts from here and or for Simply Tanika and for Becoming Tanika. Oh, you know what? I realized I don't have the right background on for you guys. Here we go. Ooh. So on the other channel, all right, here we go. Oh, Kia, thank you. Michigan. Oh my goodness. Is it cold there yet? I always think of Michigan as super cold. Sugar Bear is watching Miss Monica. I'm not going to be on here long because he only gets 60 minutes of screen time. So we're going to be mindful of his time schedule. But yeah, that's why I'm on the directional mic because I didn't want to. I'm trying not to pick up too much of Miss Monica. So Michigan, Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, nice. Northern coastal California, drizzling and cold. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be seen. I'm glad you could make it. Is it Malay? Malay tall? Nice. Oh, that makes me miss home. Um, I love the coast. I didn't grow up on the coast. I grew up in Fresno, California. And when I go back now, I go to Sacramento, which is where my mom and 2 of my sisters are. So but I remember going to like San Luis Obispo and Santa Cruz and oh my God, I went to Santa Cruz. On Senior Ditch Day, I took my little sister, one of my little sisters, to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and I didn't tell my mom. I was supposed to drop my little sister off at daycare. Baby, we got an ice dress. It was a little blue ice dress. My friend LaDonna came. We filled up the ice chest with like, little snicky snacks, as my auntie Jeannie would say, and some Gatorade, and went to the beach boardwalk and a Pacheco Pass. That was my first time driving Pacheco Pass. I had always ridden because we always went there, and I had a manual transmission. So let me tell you, I got my driving stripes that day. but I didn't tell my mom. So we just came home as normal. I wasn't gonna say anything, and my sister was like, "Oh, I got on the Ferris wheel and I saw the water," and my mom was like, "What?" Ah, yes. It was my senior year. I wasn't home for too much longer after that. Wait. Oh, we got Central Florida in the house. Yay, yay. Hey, Street Queen Raid. Oh, it is very cold there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've never been to Michigan, but I've met a lot of Michiganders, and I love y'all's governor or the one that was. I don't know if she's still the governor. Now I can't even think of her name, but yeah, I have quite a few friends from Michigan. Oh wait, didn't read that. Just finished some pretty epic gameplay. Still trying to figure out how to record it for YouTube. Oh yeah, YouTube and Twitch, right? They have a lot of gamers on there. It's funny you say that because I mentioned in Friday's live the intention to make more money on YouTube, and some of y'all reached out to me on Instagram asking about making money. So I'm not a gatekeeper. I'll make some videos about that if you guys are interested. I'll probably post them over on Becoming Tanika, my other channel, because this is mainly like trying to conceive and motherhood and all that. But if enough people are interested, let me know, and I'll definitely make some of those videos about how to make money on YouTube. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need a fancy camera. I shoot a lot of this stuff on my iPhone. This is the, I think it's the 11. I was looking at the 15 because I'm coming up. Well, I ran the numbers. I would have to pay $300 out of pocket if I trade this in. So I'm gonna wait till I would pay $0 out of pocket and trade this in, which I think will be around December. But yeah, you don't need anything fancy. I'm an iPhone Mac user, but I know there are ladies on here who are doing it on like Android devices, the Android OS. So if you're familiar, whichever one you're familiar with, it doesn't matter. You can go into the App Store and look for um, editing software. Like lately, I've been using on my phone, I've been using Cap. Oh, let me not say it wrong. Hold on. Let me give you guys good information if I'm going to give you information. It is called CapCut. Can you guys see that one? Oh my God, I have so many apps. Sorry. Right here, CapCut. I've been using that one to edit the shorts and my reels, and I love that one. It took me maybe like 15 minutes of playing around with it to figure it out. I mean, of course, I'm still discovering stuff, but like to be able to edit something and get it out. And shorts, I'm learning, is a great way to build up your channel. So, and in YouTube, it shows you your analytics, like how many people are coming in from where. And so, shorts has been another way to get, eyeballs over here. So that's been good. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on about how to make money on YouTube. If you have specific questions, let me know, and then I can kind of figure out like what content to create in a video. Montreal, Chloe, how are you? Raining and cold. Okay. I'm glad you're catching a live. Yes. And for anybody who's watching this on the replay, I appreciate you, replay crew. Drop a blue heart in the comments or a heart of your choosing in the comments below. I will leave on the live chat for the replay. So at that point, I think it's called live replay chat. But that way you can see the conversation, because I don't always put everything up on the screen. And I know, like, for me, when I rewatch lives, I love it when they leave the chat on, because then I feel like I'm kind of there and I can follow along with what people are saying. I do try to put as many comments on the screen as possible just so it makes sense for everybody, because you may not know what I'm responding to otherwise. But sometimes the ladies are offering, you guys are offering each other support in the comments, and I think it's good for everyone to see. Can you guys hear Sugar Bear laughing? Oh, Duck Duck is on the screen with Miss Monica. He loves him some Miss Monica. He's talking to her right now. They having a whole conversation. Oh, Bermuda. Sunny 77. Oh, nice. I need to get to Bermuda. There was a big push in, oh my God, 2013. Was it 2013? I think so. To get people to Bermuda. One, there's the myth of the Bermuda Triangle. I think people weren't going. But then, is there some sort of religious restriction, or there's something? I need to get there. Long story short, Bermuda is close. St. Thomas is close. I think. Yeah, I used to always go to St. Thomas. You don't need a passport if you go to the American side of St. Thomas, and those are quick and sunny. I might do that for Christmas. Although I don't know. Sugar Bear needs to see his relatives for the holiday, but this holiday, does he really know it or not? I need some sunshine and some sand. Um Tea. Hello from Texas. I can hear my little caramel pumpkin sugar latte in the bag. You can't hear. Okay. I pray everyone is having a fantastic Sunday. Yes. Yes. I pray that too. He's having a good time over on the he's on his playmat today and he's watching Miss Monica. He's flipping over more and more, like every single day, multiple times a day, where before I would like try to lay a little camera near him and see if I could catch it, and he would do it like once or twice a day. Now I got to keep an eye on him, and I need to put in the safety plugs because I have a lot of electronics and technology in my house, so I have a lot of cords. Even though this place was built in 2010, 2011, it still doesn't have enough outlets for all the tech that I have. So I need to cap off all of my extension cords and all that because he's on the move. Gretch, yes. Gretchen Whitmore, yes, yes. Love me some Gretchen Whitmore. Like, oh my God. And I hope they've arrested those people who tried to kidnap her. Like, knock it off. She's just fierce and fabulous. She's just giving it to me. And then also, in Wisconsin, in Wisconsin, that one Judge Darrow, Jennifer Darrow, just powerful women. I love it. I love it. I love it. And cool and calm and just like really modeling like you don't have to lose your shit to show that you're in control. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I think when you lose your shit, you're not in control. But they're just like they don't ever just come out of pocket. They stand strong in their strength, right? They don't have to prove anything. So yeah, Mrs. Gretchen Whitmer is I love her. So yes, thank you for that because my brain is always like, who, what? Hey, love, how are you doing? Chilly and sunny in the burbs of Chicago. Nice. Oh, I didn't realize you were in Chicago. Where are you in Chicago? I used to live in Downers Grove. Actually, I think I lived adjacent to Downers Grove, but I went to Downers Grove North part of my senior year. One of my many escapes from my mother's home. I went to live with my aunt and uncle, who eventually they moved to Nigeria. Unfortunately, my aunt passed 2 years ago, but my uncle's still there. And actually, my aunt, and then a year later, her son. But my cousin Pat and her dad are there, Effion, who is the man that oh my God, my deceased brother is named after. It's three deaths in one. Although, you know what? I'm going to start embracing death. I mean, we're all going to die. And I've been rethinking that because obviously I've got to like figure out how to frame that for Sugar Bear. And I don't think death is necessarily a bad thing. One, it's going to happen to all of us, whether we're ready or not, right? It's going to happen. And two, sometimes positive things come out of the grieving process of someone dying. Like I know when my brother passed away, when he was murdered in 2001, that changed the trajectory of my life for the better. Like I had been dibbling and dabbling. So I had turned 30 in 2001. I had been dibbling and dabbling with going back to school. I had not graduated from university yet. And I had re-enrolled in 1999. And I remember like the first day of school, because there was a class for us older students and the teacher was I majored in management, so we had things like behavioral organization or organizational behavior, and really because there's this saying of you can, what is it, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So you can't just go into an organization. Are you stuck? Okay, hold on, hang on guys, he's stuck. Okay. You want to say hi to your auntie? He wanted to make an appearance. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I hadn't finished. Oh, I know. So culture eats strategy for breakfast, and I learned that hard in oh my God, 2014, 2015 on the job. So Yeah, you have to work with your people if you're going to have change. You can have all the great ideas, but if people are not on board, if the culture does not allow it, it won't happen. Anyway, in that class, like the first week of class, the teacher was telling us, the students, you're not average. Like most people don't come back to school. Like once they drop out of university, they don't come back. You're not average. And uh-oh. You okay? Of course. You just want to be over here. Can you even hear Miss Monica now? So anyway, I had dillied and dallied. 99 in 1999, I went back. In 2001, I was kind of in, kind of out. It was a 2-year program because I already had my associate, so I should have been able to. And I had some credits at a 4-year back when I was a theater major, but none of that was like transferable to my management degree. But I dillied and dallied. My older brother had gotten locked up for the RICO Act. And so he was at that time he had not been convicted yet. He was still like running around. But when the feds are after you or when the feds have a case, they have like a 97% conviction rate. So and I had talked to one of my because I also did like a lot of pre-law classes. I talked to one of my law professors and he was like, he should take a deal. Like they have the goods if they're taking him to trial. Needless to say, I was running around, or maybe not needless, because maybe everybody doesn't do this, but like trying to be supportive of that brother and going, and we were in California. I can't remember which prison he was in. I know it was north of Bakersfield. I was living in LA, but I would go up there to see him. It starts with an L. Is that funny? Is that funny to you, sir? Um, and I was spending a lot of time. So I wasn't going to school. Like I just couldn't study. It was like 3 hour, and it wasn't even 3 hours. Maybe round trip. It was a 3 hour. Yes, sir. Hold on, ladies. Let me get situated. I might have to take this microphone out. Let me turn this because he's now not watching Miss Monica. So we're gonna go no volume. Are you okay here, or you want me to lay? Because the girls are on the pillows. Let's move you this way. How about that? Because I'm worried you're gonna tip yourself off the couch. How about that? Is that better? And you don't have anything to play with over here. You want your bear? Uh-oh. You were done earlier than mom planned on you being done. Here, can he have kisses? Okay. um yeah, I was really invested in going to hang out with my brother. I felt bad. I was trying to figure out with the oldest brother. This is not the one who got killed. And basically wasn't on track to graduate. I should have been graduating in 01. I should have graduated in August of 01. My brother was murdered. The younger brother was murdered in December of 2001. And something in my head just clicked of like, and he was 25. Like, I got to get it together. I need to get my life together. So that was my catalyst for going back to school and graduating. And I graduated August of 2002. And haven't looked back since. So in that sense, like death can be positive. There can be things because I have to look at it as God has me here. I'm alive. There has to be some reason. There has to be a purpose, and I gotta find my purpose. Oh my God! Hold on. Okay, I know. Okay. Part of my purpose was to be this little man's mama too. So I had to make something of myself. Yeah. So anyway, that sometimes death is not a bad thing. I mean, of course we miss those people, but they're in a better place. Like we mourn a lot for ourselves more than anything else. I definitely mourned more for my brother Effion dying at 25 because I do feel like his life was stolen. He had kids. He has kids. He's a grandfather now. He's never met obviously his grandchildren, and he had a lot more to give to society, but it was taken from him. So I do feel like in that case, his life was stolen. And so I felt like because God has seen fit to have me still here, I need to do better. I need to, because it could have went so many different ways. Like I won't even get into like I wasn't living right. I'm gonna say it that way and keep it moving. um, All right, let's get back to more positive things. Uh So brown eyed queens in Georgia have I usually have to leave a heart. It's good to make it to one. Oh yeah, I'm glad you made it to the live. Yes. So I do appreciate you watching the replay too though. It's good stuff. I'm tired and nauseous but not complaining. Yes. I don't know. I almost wish I was nauseous. So that I could be like, okay, this is still here, but that's a silly thought. Like, because I know people who have nausea and it's still, it's just is like every sign, everything that was happening, I was just very, very grateful for. Um, and exhaustion was like off the radar. Oh my god, good content. You should definitely go. Okay, so I'll make some content on that. On the making money on YouTube because it's it becomes passive income. Obviously, there is work involved. I'm not gonna say there's not work. Editing is a beast, especially if you want to improve. Like I've been taking longer to edit because I wanted to improve the quality of my videos, make it more interesting, make it more engaging. Right? I've just had a YouTube birthday, so it's 6 years on YouTube now on Simply Tanika, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you got to up your game. What got you here won't get you there, is what they say in corporate America, right? So you got to learn new skills. But yeah. Oh, 18 weeks. Wait. Congratulations. Okay. So T, wait a minute. T is 18 weeks and then Uju is also pregnant. Is that well? Whatever the case is, congratulations to all my pregnant ladies. Let's get these babies, ladies. Y'all doing it. You'll be fine flying to Bermuda. Planes fly in and out daily. We are open to everyone. Okay, that's what I thought. I remember looking at it, and I can't remember why I didn't go, but it was it was definitely on my list, and it's close, right? It's like a closer. That's the thing, because people are like, well, not people, my family not realizing like how far I am, because they're like, for example, if I fly Delta One back home, they're like, isn't that for like international flights? And I'm like, it's the same distance. It's 6 hours to California. It's 6 hours for me to get to Italy. So I'm trying to be comfortable. But yeah, so to get to like back home, I would just go to Mexico, right? I mean, obviously there's beaches in California, but if like you want to get away, you can go to Mexico and there's gorgeous beaches there. I could go to Florida. I guess Florida is close too, but it's not really family friendly. Florida is like a mix between Vegas and LA to me. I don't know. But like going to St. Thomas, I used to do, especially when I first got here, because that's a quick, short plane ride. And it was a bunch of people who look like me. So I just felt like at home. Right. And so, yeah, I feel like Bermuda is close. Is close enough. I feel like it's only 2 or 3 hours on the plane too. So, and I went to Hawaii in 2021. That is a long ass flight from New York. When we went from California, I mean, it was long-ish, but coming from New York, it is really a long amount of travel. Take your compression socks. Frankfort, Illinois. Okay, I don't know where that is, but I did live there in Illinois for a little bit. Shannon, Sugar Bear. Oh my God, my little baby. Hello, Sylvia on the go. Wake me up before you go. I'm glad you made it. So yeah, I'm happy to make some how to make money on YouTube. There's different ways. Obviously, you guys know about sponsorships. You see that a lot of people think, oh, you have to wait for having a large following for sponsorships. It's not true. You need people to be watching you, so like you can show the sponsors or potential sponsors like what your um watch rate is, and it's all in the YouTube analytics. But if you're thinking about doing it, prepare now. Like, don't overthink it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Get started, because in the very beginning it's a lot of retooling. You're finding your voice, you're getting comfortable on camera, you're figuring out like what you want your thumbnails to look like, all of those. It's a lot of stuff going on, so it's never going to be quote unquote perfect before you start. So my thing is like, just start where you are. When I oh wait, let me see this. 18 weeks and 2 days. Yay, congratulations, T. Oh my god, that's exciting. Are you doing your scan yet? They had me do my anatomy scan at 18 weeks. what a journey it has been. Tanika, your videos really helped me. Preconception, even now. Oh my God, I'm glad. I just think sharing our stories makes us powerful. You know what I mean? Like, we may not all be best of friends and have anything else in common, but we have this in common, and we can share like what that process is like, and just helping each other stay encouraged, because listen, alone in my apartment, ain't no telling what's going on in my head. But if I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, okay, then I have to be accountable for it, right? But yeah, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Okay, now what was my geriatric brand? Oh, YouTube. So I started with my laptop. I didn't even know like how to edit and get the stuff off my phone. I know that sounds crazy now, but I didn't. It was like I was probably overthinking it, but like if you go back and look at my very first videos, I shot them on my laptop. I would prop my laptop up on my bed, like books and whatever, and I would sit on my bed and talk to the camera, and then I would edit on iMovie. And because again, I was on a Mac. I'm still on a Mac. I was on a MacBook Air at that time, and then in 2020, I bought a MacBook Pro. But yeah, so I mean 2020, and I started in 2017. So it was a minute. It was a minute. And then I started shooting on my phone. I randomly started vlogging and shooting on my phone because my FSH had dropped and I was going to get retested for my FSH, and then I got locked into my apartment building, and I had my phone and I was like fuming. So I was like, I'm just going to record it. And then I started vlogging. I don't think anybody was vlogging like TTC stuff, right? It was all sit down stuff. And I liked that format. It's a lot more work, but it's fun for me, or as Elle Woods would say, funner. Yeah. So I liked it. And then I started doing that. Although I'm vlogging now back again on my other channel. I'm becoming Tanika, because I know a lot of people like in the TTC community are not too keen on the vlogs, except where the baby is involved. Y'all love that. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, just get started, figure out what your concept is. I know a lot of people get concerned of like they want to talk about everything. You do have to start with some kind of like niche, some sort of like, because the idea is to build community. You want to find like-minded people, and you don't have to be like-minded on everything. You may have one thing in common, just like how you go on TikTok or Instagram and you put in like TTC, or lately I'm doing a lot of baby led weaning, so I put in BLW. You find people who have that interest. So like you need to find your community and then lead that community, right? You don't have to be the only voice in that community, but like to give it some kind of direction, which makes it different than being like on a chat board, right? Because then everybody's kind of going everywhere. You are through your own journey guiding it. Just like if you see like weight loss channels or beauty channels, like because you got to be passionate about it. You got to love what you're doing, because it is work. I'm not going to front and say it's not work. Like it's work in the sense you're going to have to set aside time to do it, right? Like you're going to have to set aside time to create your content, think about what you're going to talk about, what you're researching, whatever it is. And so you want to have a clear point of view. And I think if you talk about everything, you're not going to have a clear point of view, and it just gets a little muddled. So like whatever it is, if you want to share your fertility journey, and then think of like how much you want to share, right? So for me, I had to have boundaries. Like I had to have it in 2 week delay for my own mental sake, my own mental clarity, right? And some people got mad about that. Then, sis, it's not the channel for you. Like if you can't wait 2 weeks to find out I'm pregnant, it's not the channel for you. You know what I mean? Like I'm sharing what I want to share when I want to share it. So there are other people who are doing live pregnancy tests, like live, so find those channels and don't let people bully you into making content you don't believe in, because you will regret it. I've done some live. When I first started, I did live pregnancy tests, which is how I knew that wasn't for me. I did it live. Like I think I don't know if it was the first one, but early on, I did a double live on YouTube and Instagram. And the disappointment was so great. But at that time, I didn't know what I was up against as far as fertility was going, like with my age and everything else. I just knew I was going to have a positive. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would take me 5 years. 6 years in total before I was holding my rainbow baby. So yeah, you have to figure out what your boundaries are. So 2 week delay was good for me. And like not having my child's name on the internet is good for me. If he wants it on there, once he decides to do that, it's up to him. But I don't want to take away that agency, because we all know the internet is forever, right? The internet is forever. And so it just is what you feel comfortable with. And a lot of family vloggers are coming under scrutiny now. And so you have to think about like how much of your baby's life do you want to share, your child's life? How much do you want out there? I remember when this was a couple years ago, like when Facebook became mainstream, because I was on Facebook before it was open to everyone. It was, you had to have a university email, and because I went to school so late, I still had a university email. So it was like 2006, 2007. I was on Facebook. You had to have your school email to join Facebook. And then other people came online, and somebody that I went to school with at Downers Grove North wanted, I used to have this big obsession with Marilyn Monroe. Like I was totally in love with Marilyn Monroe, and I wanted to like emulate her. So I used to do like a lot of the songs, like what it was, a Happy Birthday, Mr. President, and a bunch of stuff. So he had a video of me from like 1988 doing that, and he wanted to post it on Facebook. And so I was like, please don't do that. He was like, oh, I think it'll be funny, blah, blah, blah. But I'm in a different point in life. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, once you put it on there, it's on there forever. I don't want to have to answer for this for like a job application or whatever else. But like he couldn't really thankfully he didn't do it, but he just thought I was being so uppity. But like I have a professional life. Do you know, like I just have a professional life. Like that can't be on there. There's a vlogger I watch who was like surprised that people were looking up her YouTube channel. But her channel is her name, her legal government name. So if you Google her name, that's going to come up. And she was surprised because she said like employers were asking her about her kids and by name. And, so it gets scary. So I think you just have to be mindful of what you want to put out there. I put out a lot, like the fact that I did donor eggs. I feel like that is a lot of information. But that's my part of the story to tell. It's not Sugar Bear's part of the story. Like he gets to decide what, you know what I mean? So his face will only be on here until he's 1. And then if you happen to see him in the street when he's 5 and want to run up to him and ask him about being donor conceived, please don't. But I'm sure he'll have the words to let you know how he feels about it at that point. But yeah, so you have to be careful about what you want to put out there. Figure out what your boundaries are ahead of time. Also, I would say be careful of there. I'm pretty open to everyone. Like I encourage people to email me, to IG me or whatever. Some people are a little nutty. Like some people think that you're friends and you're not. And so that gets a little weird. Like early on, there was someone who I chatted with all the time. And then when I was going through a cycle, she would email me and be like, can you just tell me if you're pregnant or not? I don't want to wait for the 2 weeks. Like, so she felt like we had become friends, even though it's a parasocial relationship, right? You're still a viewer. I still don't really know you. I still need that 2 weeks to myself to process this, right? I don't want to. The only reason you want to know is because it's going to have some kind of reaction. What's wrong, baby? What are you doing? You want to get down? Or are you just chomping on your hands? So I would say be careful about that. I've met some very lovely people that way as well, and I'm still in touch with them. We have great conversations, and I'm genuinely rooting for their success as they are genuinely rooting for mine. Like everybody's not weird, but just know that there are some people who are gonna cross boundaries. So, and she was one of the first people who was like, oh, after everything I've done for you and I've prayed for you and you can't just tell me this. And so then you have to ask yourself, like, why does this person need to know that so desperately? You know what I mean? Like it seems odd, at least to me. But yeah, so figure out what you want to talk about, figure out how much you want to tell, what your boundaries are, and then start recording. Once you have the views, you can reach out to sponsors. I know there's some people in here who have like managers and stuff. You're not going to need that at first, right? So figure out who you might want to sponsor. Like HelloFresh is a simple one. You see that a lot. Sometimes games you see a lot. Like that's how I found June's Journey, and I'm hooked on June's Journey. So there's that. And then even there's some gamers that I watch and they do other, like they started off gaming and then they do other content like true crime content while they're gaming. And so you watch them on there, but they get different sponsorships like Better Health or what I've heard bad things about Better Health, but I'm just saying like that's some of the, I don't, do you want to get down? Okay. Hang on, ladies. And you're kicking off your little booty. Yes, sir. This is his. Uh-oh, you can't hear me. That's his Temu shirt. Yeah, so there's automatically I don't remember what the threshold is for making AdSense money, but it's going to be tiny. Well, I mean, it's money. You like just posting on a regular basis, you could make like $200-$300 on your AdSense videos, which could be groceries depending on your situation. So when I started, it was you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched. And so I think now someone was telling me it's 500. You'll have to look on the YouTube guidelines. And at that point, you're invited to become a YouTube partner. You have to go through. Yes, okay. Are you hungry maybe? Hang on. He's hungry and sleepy. His eyes are so heavy. Okay. And Liberty's about to go off. Maybe Amazon is here. Order is out for delivery. It's gonna be here before 6. Sorry, ladies. Okay. Uh-oh. Will you? You took it out, sir. Okay. So yeah, the AdSense. So I would recommend until you reach that threshold, don't turn the ads on because it'll give you the option to add them, but 100% of the money is going to YouTube. So wait until you've joined the YouTube Partner Program. And this time of year, honestly, is the best time to start getting your hours in because there's Vlogtober, which is almost over, but then Vlogmas, right? Because people are looking for content, and that's a good way to get discovered, get new subscribers, because there's just a whirlwind of like what people are doing for the holidays, what people are doing in December. And so like a lot of you guys came from my different Vlogmases that I've done in December. So to get the watch hours in, obviously doing lives, you can get your watch hours in. Those go by quickly, depending on how many people you have watching your lives. But they'll watch them again, and that helps with your time. And when you start out, I would say make shorter videos. I think a lot of people want to make these really long videos. One, it's a lot of work to edit those, but you have to look at your retention rate. When you're a brand new YouTuber, it's very few people are going to find your channel and be so fascinated that they watch. I mean, I've been at it for 5 years. People still don't watch 100% of my videos. Like I can go in there and see where it drops. My average is about 8 minutes. Like on a 20-minute video, it's about 8 minutes. Now, some of you guys watch to the end, which I always appreciate. But some people have gotten the information they need, and then I go to chitter chatter, and then they're like, okay, I'm out, you know? So the main thing to do is just get started. But I will make some more videos. I'm just saying what I can think of off the top of my head. I'll make some targeted videos about specifically like how to create your channel, how to build your channel, and all that fun stuff. It's a boy. Oh my God. You did the NIPT, which is, oh my God, non-invasive. I think it's prenatal testing or predictive testing. Oh my God, what's the P stand for? But I know it's the testing that you do before. I did not do that testing, but I'm glad that you did. 2 hours from New York to Bermuda. Most us here look like you. You feel at home. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. There's just something about getting off a plane, being surrounded by people who look like you that'll just start vacation right quick. So yeah. I know I went to when I go to St. Thomas, like I'm off, I check into my room and I head out to the beach. I rented a car once. It's a little weird because you're driving on the other side of the street. So then I would just take taxis. Actually, the last time I was there, they might have Uber and stuff like that now. The last time I was there, they just had taxis. I got stuck at a beach because I left late. Like I was on the beach chilling and there was no more taxis coming there. Long story how I got home, but or how I got back to my room. But there's on the beach, they're pulling fish out of the water and frying it up and serving it to you. They come out to your chair and give you drinks and everything, but everything is low cost. Because I think when I think of that, I think of like, oh, that's going to be super expensive, but it's so cheap, and all the food is yummy and fresh. And of course, there's like proper restaurants you can go to, which are nice too. I remember I met a guy from Chicago there. He was really fascinated about me being single and being on this vacation by myself. And when I was explaining how I work a lot, he also was baffled by that. Like, how can you work that many hours? And I was like, I just do. He was a person who worked overtime though, so I think he was thinking of like, how do they let you work that many hours? Uh-oh. You okay? He's drinking really fast. Okay. He's like, give me my boo back. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into something. Yay, you made it. I just got done watching your other video from today. Oh, nice. Are you going to do the 75 soft challenge? Anybody interested in that? I just posted that earlier on Becoming Tanika. 75 soft is more flexible than 75 hard, and it's more about building a habit instead of like pure discipline, which I feel like the main difference for me, like from an execution standpoint, 75 soft, if you fall off one day, you could just pick back up. If you fall off on day 15, you wake up, it's day 16 and you keep it pushing. We're on 75 hard. If you fall off on day 15, you got to go all the way back to day one. Sis, I ain't got time. That will make me demotivated and just be like, F it, I'm done. So yeah. We're gonna do the 75 soft. So if you are interested, you need to, it's 4 things. You're gonna exercise every day, 1 day of active rest. You're gonna drink 3 liters of water a day. You're gonna read 10 pages of a book a day. And why am I missing the other one? I'm missing one. Hold on. Oh my God. 4:25 to 5:25 is the groceries. Okay. Let me see. Eat well, and only drink during social occasions. Drink liquor. So, Liberty, come here. So if you have a Wendy's fix that you need to get in, like I do, get it in today. I had Wendy's yesterday and the day before. And I asked for sugar cookies and they gave me chocolate chip. The chocolate chip are pretty good, but I don't know. I like the sugar cookies with the frosty. I ordered 2 frosties. I had one last night. I'm gonna have one today, and I still have that pumpkin frosty that I got. Oh, that must have been Friday. Yeah, no, that's right. Friday and Saturday I ordered Wendy's. So I still have the little Liberty. Can you come here? Come here. Come on. Come on, little guard dog. We're safe. I really need to do the workout portion. And the good thing about the 75 soft is it doesn't have to be a hardcore workout. You could do yoga, you could walk, you could lift weights, you could do a video. So I liked that as well. I'm going to do weights, I think 2 days a week because I'm trying to build up my butt. My butt has totally disappeared. So, yeah, and it's good, especially as women as we get older, to do weightlifting. It helps with like bone density and just overall strength, because I don't want to be I got life to live, sis. I got babies to carry around. I need to be strong in my body, strong in my mind. Liberty, you're gonna have to go in the room if you don't knock it off. Liberty, come here, come up here, come on. Can you just sit right there for me? But what's holding you back? You said you're thinking about. I'm not trying to pressure you, but what's your hesitation? Oh, you put yes, you will. Okay. Reading makes my brain hurt. Well, maybe do an audio book. Are you into audios? The thing is like reading or being read to helps lower like blood pressure. There's a list. Did I link it in this one? I didn't. You know what? I think I have it still on my. Hold on. Do I? No, because I was looking up generations. It's definitely linked. Oh, you know what? I can pull up my other. Let's see. How can I do this? Oh, no, it's here. It's in this description box that we're in right now, but I'll put it in the chat too. Look at me thinking ahead. I'm going to put it in the chat and then I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Right quick. Just in case anybody is down for the cause. Oh, wait, shoot. Oh, I linked it to a whole video. Okay, let's do this. That's okay, because that brought me to the link I was actually looking for. Okay. Okay. This second one is the link. Sorry. Okay, and then I'm gonna share right quick. Um, share screen. Share screen. Okay. Let me make sure you guys can see that. And let me make it bigger. Okay. Actually, let's keep me on there. I don't want anybody saying I stole their content. Okay, so what does the reading do? This is for you, love. Um, so you're gonna train for 45 minutes a day, hiking, cycling, running, lift weights, traditional cardio, dance cardio, yoga, all that fun stuff. Here we go. So making time in your day to learn something. Well, let me read it all. Read 10 pages a day. Odds are you've set a fitness or diet resolution before, but what about reading? Making time in your day to learn something new is excellent for the mind. Studies show reading can lower blood pressure, heart rate, and stress, and prevent cognitive decline as you age. So the 75 hard challenge requires you to read a self-help book, but 75 soft allows any book of your choosing. So, and then you need to decide when you'll read. Is it morning? Is it afternoon? At lunch? Is it at dinner? All those fun things. So, there are health benefits to reading, also to being read to. So, I think like Amazon, right? Amazon has Audible. You can listen to some books being read. It's the same effect. It's going to help with your cognitive abilities. I want to stop sharing. And it's going to, teach you something new, learn something new, or not. Just read a fiction or a nonfiction. I won't be reading any true crime, but I am gonna do self help because I'm doing an Abraham Hicks book. So I'm going to continue with that. And over on the other channel, I'm going to record reading the 10 pages for the members and have it so they can hear that. So if you don't want to read, you can listen. But there's definitely, okay, so you do prefer audiobooks. So don't let that be the reason why you don't do this 75 soft. We're a little less than 75 days out for the year. So like if we would have started, I think on the, oh my God, make me do math, sometime last week, if we would have started, it would have been exactly 75 days to get out of 2023, but it will end up like somewhere in the first week of January, which I think is great. But it also offers just like mental clarity. And apparently we exercise less in the fall and winter. So there's that. And this is like a way to help overcome that. But yeah. Okay. Let me see. Wednesday, I told my therapist I will stop drinking soda, eating fast burgers. This will be hard, and work out. I have a rower, so I'll start at 15 minutes and work my way up. Yes, you have a plan. Oh my God, you have a rower. I wish I had room in here for a rower. I'm going to go downstairs to the gym and I'm going to take Sugar Bear in his stroller. I think I'll just take the stroller part and not the car seat part so I can lay it down, because the plan is to do it in the morning so that I can sustain that once I go back to work. I'm going to do yoga in the house, but 2 days I'm going to get my butt down to the gym and do some treadmill and weightlifting. because I need to do that for myself. Having a baby just makes your butt disappear. Isn't that crazy? Is that just for me or has that happened? Because I had a nice juicy butt during pregnancy. I had a nice butt before I ever had any children. But my butt was definitely gone by my 30s. And then which is why I was obsessed with taking pictures while pregnant. If you're pregnant, ladies, take the pictures. You will not regret it. Even if you don't share them like I did all over the world. I just loved my pregnant body. But yeah, it was nice and juicy and now it's completely gone. Like looking for it in the daytime with a flashlight. Where did my butt go? But yeah. So whatever the goals are. And I definitely like the aspect of the she's escaped. Liberty. Hold on so you guys don't have to hear me in this foolishness. This is the part that makes me nervous because he's fast asleep now and she's barking. She's gonna wake him up. I don't know what is happening out in the hallway. It's the neighbors, the new neighbors. They got something going on. Oh my God, no. Okay, I'm not gonna torture you guys. Sorry if you guys have dogs and they are now going crazy. One last thing, we are not a part of the Caribbean. Bermuda is in the Atlantic. $1 Bermuda is equivalent to $1 US. Even better. Okay. I know I need a passport to go to Bermuda, right? Because like St. Thomas, I don't need a passport because it's a U.S. Virgin Island. It's basically, well, it's not like going to Puerto Rico. I guess it is like Puerto Rico. Like they don't vote, but the president represents them. Don't get me started on that. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I love you, ladies. Let me know if you're going to do the 75 soft challenge. Drop it down here, or I put a link to the video on the other channel. Let me see. It happened to me twice. I have 2 little ones. I'm going to steal that. Looking for in the daytime with a flat. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. That's how I am with my ass. Where'd you go, girl? Where'd you go? We gonna get you back. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit on Sunday morning. I definitely appreciate your time. Again, replay crew, if you made it this far, drop a little heart in the comments. I've left the live chat on for you. You guys know where to reach me as always. If you need to email me, Tanika at simplytanika.com. Instagram is probably the fastest way to get a hold of me, even though I need Instagram to slow down with whatever's going on in those DMs. All right, everybody, be safe. I love you.